30 odd years younger than what I'm standing today. Thank you very much. And thanks to all my colleagues here who spoke such nice words about us. I knew you guys will do it. That's why I had the guts to bring Vasanthi and Rohit also along. It's probably one of the very few occasions when we have done that. Thank you for all the nice and kind words. And if I leave this room with a heavy heart, it will be because it is filled with affection from each and every one of you that it will be overflowing. And that is what I would cherish most. Thank you very much. 32 years is a long time. Sometimes it looks like yesterday, but more often than not, if we look back at the journey, it does look like a long journey. But what I distinctly remember about, although however long it may be, was that I enjoyed going to office in concert every day. That is something which I always distinctly remember, and I can say it with pride at any point in time. There are a lot of people here who can testify my statement. Starting from our wives and everybody else. I'd like to say something here. When any person, man, lady, boy, girl, whatever, leaves for work every day, they can leave in possibly 3 different types of frame of mind. One is leave with excitement. It's a good day. I'm going to clinch this deal. I'm going to finish this project. I'm going to complete this research. I'm going to make these dispatches, deliverables. I'm going to finalize the budget. You leave home with an end to, and then you are in an urgency to leave. And then even your wife would ask you, what's upbeat today? That's one, an excellent frame of mind to leave for work. The second is, you leave on a positive note. Okay, nothing very exciting, but all the same, nothing negative. And you're happy to go there and take the challenges that get thrown at you during the course of the day and handle it with efficiency. The third is the frame of mind. God has done this to me. In Dalai, I have to go to this office. I have to go and work under this fellow as my boss. Okay. What a pity that this has been dealt out to me by God and everybody else. And I don't know why I am alone singled out in this whole universe to go through this. My request is, try to be in the first frame of mind. It may not be always possible. Try to be in the second frame of mind. If ever consistently, bad luck, that you are trapped in the third frame of mind, move over. It is very good for you and good for the organization. Whenever I said I enjoyed every day to work, 90% of the times I have managed to be in the first frame of mind. I've balanced 10% in the second frame. And if I have never ever been in the third frame of mind, it is thanks to you guys. Thank you very much. I'm happy to be a part of this team, which, as Ramesh was saying, we are supporting 500 families. Let's just add one more thing. It's not just a question of supporting 500 families. This team has supported and made happen the aspirations and dreams of these 500 families. Not just the gentleman who worked in the office, but his wife. Together in the night when they talk, next year we got to put the kid in convent school. That will cost so much fees. This guy says, company is doing well. I will get a better increment. Don't worry, we will be able to afford it. That is the dream with which they both go to bed. And whose responsibility is it to fulfill that dream? The leadership team sitting here. It is your responsibility. You have all come above a certain stage where your dreams alone do not matter. And it becomes your responsibility to fulfill the dreams of all these 500 families. And not only that 500, as Ramesh said, the extended family of subcontractors and others who are dependent on CONSERT, who are dependent on the future of CONSERT, and whose future is in your hands. So remember this. So whenever you are doing something, do remember that you have a responsibility to discharge for this many people, and your action or inaction could in some way affect that. Keep that in the back of your mind. That will automatically bring in the responsibility in you. Another thing which gives a great sense of satisfaction, not only to me, to all of us always, is the entrepreneurial spirit that we have been able to develop in other people. Today, if you take consuls, vendors, a good portion of them are first generation entrepreneurs. We have been patient in working with them, in building their entrepreneurship skills, permitting them to make mistakes, sometimes at our cost, but we have stayed on and led them to do that. There are so many people who are working in Consul who are very successful entrepreneurs today, and that is something which we cherish. I think Mr. Krishnan mentioned about one gentleman who wanted to jump into the swimming pool and commit suicide because he could not get the award. Today he is the managing director of a 30 crore company. What more happiness can that give? He had that fire in him, that desire to succeed only. He cannot be number two. He has to be number one. He has to win. And that we help build. And today, whatever he is. There are so many such ex-counselors who are entrepreneurs and who are doing extremely well. To those of you who are also thinking of becoming entrepreneurs and who think life is a lot more fun when you are an entrepreneur yourself, you can go to office anytime you want. You can go on picnics and vacation with family whenever you want. Let me just add here. It is more than 10 years that Krishnan, Sundar, myself and Ramesh together have gone on a vacation. The last time that I remember that we ever went was for the wedding of one of our staff members somewhere in Tirunelveli, Tuticorin or something. At that time, he's much married, he's probably going to even become a grandfather. I don't know. So, that many years have gone by. We could never go on a vacation together. Okay? Basically because we always have to check, are you going to be in town so that I can go? Now this retirement will possibly give me the opportunity to do that. All I have to do is wait for Krishnan to say when he is free, and then we will be there with you, Krishnan, to go along. Challenges of entrepreneurs. Sundar has seen some of the most difficult times. The worst nightmare of any entrepreneur is to have a fire in his factory and flood in his factory. Sundar had both. And if he came out of it successful, okay, it is thanks to a whole lot of people, some of whom are present here. Those were the type of challenges that were thrown by nature and God, which was handled extremely well by Sundar. And in both occasions, I think he almost got 99% out of the insurance also. That, such is the challenges that have been gone through. And excellently done about it, Sundar. Not just Sundar here. In this 32 years, we have seen a lot of things. In the global economy, in the Indian economy, we have seen so many recessions, ups and downs. So many of our competitors, counterpart companies who were there are no longer there. Companies may be an Alacrity or may be a Sandwire, whom we thought is going to overtake and wipe us out. This is not there in the picture today. Companies have had financial difficulty, companies have had IR problems, companies have had HR problems, technical problems because of which they just could not go on. Came liberalization, came competition from the MNCs. And today, most of the companies in our industry have chosen to merge with these large companies. And the only Indian company which stands tall in this industry and thriving to become a leader of that industry is Consul. I today dedicate this success and this platform built to all of you who are here, who have worked hard to bring this up. To all the other 400 counselors who are not with us in this room at this point of time. And also to a whole lot of wonderful people who work in Consul and who have contributed to building so many bricks wherever they are. We owe our thanks to them, and we dedicate this success to all of them. At this point, I must thank Vasanti, my wife. As some of you were mentioning, and most of the married men here will agree with me, a happy home is a must for a person to deliver his best in the office. And if a person has to for 32 years live with excitement and joy every day, and not with a frown and worry and fight at 8:30 in the morning, if that is to be made possible, and that is possible only by the spouses, not just wife. For the ladies, I say your husbands play an equally important role. If he makes it a miserable morning for you, you are definitely not going to deliver your best. So, thank you, Vasanti. You made this possible and made our home a very happy home, whereby I could go to work as a very excited man and do whatever was my best. I should also thank my wonderful daughter Deepika and Rohit. They have never given us any form of stress. They are dream kids. They are brilliant in their studies, brilliant in their work, whatever they are doing, and so wonderful that they have been a pillar of great support. Thanks, Rohit, and good service to Deepika also. I should thank God for giving me 3 wonderful co-directors, but for whom I could not achieve anything just by myself. A lot was said about the people working together for 32 years, and some have even asked what it is, how that was possible. The single reason that I would say is, this is not applicable just for the 4 of us, but for every one of you, is you must have mutual respect for the other man's talents and capability. That is when a relationship in an organization, office can grow, prosper. The day you start thinking, this guy knows nothing, he is a useless fellow, I am the fellow who knows everything, I don't know why the MD made him my boss, he should have actually made me his boss's boss. The day you start thinking like that, no relationship can ever be built. Relationships are built between colleagues only out of respect, and the respect is not given by the position or the seniority. The respect is earned by your performance and by your good work. This is a leadership team that is sitting here. So it is very important that you keep this in mind, and if you continue like this, you will also have wonderful colleagues and partners in your life, like the way we have had. The time has come to hand over the baton, and we have wonderful young leadership that we are going to. Krishnan and Sriram are all set to lead this team, of course under the able guidance of our Vishnu Pitta Rameshankaran. He is there to guide them, help not only them, all of you. And again, 2 people cannot do any wonders. They need each and every one of you, your commitment to succeed. You have given such commitment, such ownership. I know that every one of you feel deep in your hearts that Consul is your company. I want you to continue to feel that way and provide the same kind of support to Sriram and to Krishnan, so that they can take this company to greater heights. All this change in the recent 1 year has happened ever since people came and invested in our company. Think for a moment, why did people invest in our company? Not because we had a very big factory, not because we have a technology and a patent which nobody else in the world has, not because we have some processes which cannot be duplicated by anybody else. People invested because Consul has a great team, has a wonderful set of people who have brought this company up to this stage, and they have the potential in them to grow from here multifold, given some more inputs. Please make sure that they are never proved wrong. That is the commitment and the promise that you have to make for your own capability and your own talents. That investment which people have made and that confidence which they have reposed on this team and its capability, okay, should always be held correct, valid and true. And I am very sure that it will happen. With their assistance, you are all aware, with the mega takeover, this year itself we are crossing 200 crores. So the 500 crores which Krishnan and Sriram are talking is not very far away. It's only a question of whether it's the second year or the third year from now that we are going to hit. I have absolutely no doubt or hesitation that it will happen, and it will happen well, it will happen very fast, it will happen gloriously. And as Sundar said, it will be a time for celebration. Please invite me for that celebration. Because on that day, standing in the middle of you, I will be standing tall. I will be more proud and I will be more happy than any one of you who makes that happen. Even when a son or daughter grows to an age of 52, for the father, he or she is still a child. I am handing over that child to all of you. Please take good care. Thank you.